I think it's just a bit the same as everyone's reaction, complete disbelief, gobsmacked, overwhelmed with emotion. I think every time I've had to read, listen or see anything online has been absolutely heartbreaking. I took it really personal. I feel like me, Tony, Billy Moore and David Hughes, who work for Weapons Down, Gloves Up, who were trying our best to help prevent things like this. It's just an absolute kick in the teeth, because we try so hard to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen, and people in our city have paid the ultimate price of loss of life, and it's just possibly one of the worst weeks in the city's history is what it feels like, do you know what I mean? And if there's anything that I can say to the families of the victims is I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I'm devastated. I'm wounded that your family members have been taken away by absolute rats acting. It's just disgusting.
Would you have any message to people who do know anything, and what would you say to people who would be hesitant about coming forward?
There's something totally different about this. An innocent child has died. Innocent people have died. If you know anything, you can anonymously tip. You don't have to go into the station. You can go and buy a burner and ring off that if you didn't want to ring off your number and have anyone know who you are. But just give any information that you have to bring the culprits in. This has absolutely shocked the city, and we need justice. We do need justice, and the city needs to feel safe again. So you're not being a grass, you're doing the right thing. If it was me in that position, I would be doing the same thing.
Absolutely, and would you mind talking us through the work you do with Weapons Down, Gloves Up, and what you're trying to achieve with the organisation? Yeah,
a few years ago, there was a couple of murders that really touched home, and I thought, what can I do? What can I use my platform for? How can I be a better champion of my community and our city? And it was to help wherever I can, and Weapons Down, Gloves Up. It's an initiative run to get young people off the streets, and it doesn't even have to be young people off the streets, it can be young people who are just unemployed. It's not aimed at strictly gang members or people who've been away and come out of prison or youth detention centres. It's just anyone who's struggling in life and needs a little bit of a helping hand up. And it's an 8-week programme. The first 4 weeks are in a gym, the second 4 weeks are in a classroom. We get the kids CE registered, so they get a CE card. We get them prepped on interviews, what's the do's, what's the don'ts, and we get them a full-time job and employment. Businesses and companies who are going to offer a space for one of our say students to work for will come in and interview them and then decide whether to give them a job. And we've got 100% rate in giving kids full-time employment after they've been on our course, and we have a 93% retention rate 12 months after that they're still in employment. So what we're doing is working. What we need more is more people involved, more pathways guiding the young people to us so we can put them in. It's free for kids to do, they don't have to pay for it. And we're just trying to get the kids off the street and give them an opportunity, and that's all they need. And that will go into lower antisocial behaviour levels in communities, and that will give young people the opportunity to earn their own living. They haven't got to go through someone's door, they haven't got to carry knives, they haven't got to be in gangs anymore. They can provide a living for themselves.